Hi, my name is Sharon. I'm 35 years old and I am making this video for people who may have been diagnosed or suspect that they have excoriation disorder or skin picking disorder. Maybe you know someone who has it, and so you landed on this video. What I do is I pick at the skin on my face. I do it when there is any perception by myself, not something that anyone else necessarily sees, of imperfection in my skin. So I suffered with acne for a long time. Definitely if I had a bump or a cyst, that would be something I would pick at. Now today a lot of that is cleared up, and so if I even just have like a pore that is inflamed or raised a little bit, or even just a little large and it looks like I could get something out of it, then I will pick at it. Yeah, like that's what happened here. No real bumps. Over here I think I had maybe a little acne bump. Not here, not here, not here or here. Yeah, I find myself drawn to a mirror. That part is maybe habit at this point and something that I want to work on. But once I'm in a mirror, I get really, really close and really, really focused. Everything else sort of goes away and I pick. Interestingly enough, what doesn't go away is, I do have the awareness of what I'm doing. I can tell myself what you're doing is making a worse problem, but it doesn't matter. I'm just driven with anxiety to need to get out whatever it is that I perceive is in there. I mean, it's not perception. There's something in there to be gotten out, and I'm going to get it out. Something that plenty of other people would leave alone, and I just can't seem to be able to, despite the fact that it impacts all levels of my life. I won't say all levels. It impacts my life. It impacts my marriage. I'm married to a wonderful man, my husband, of 9 years. And yeah, this is what he woke up to this morning. And when he went to bed last night, I didn't have this, or this, or this, or this, or this, or this. Yeah, I did that to myself last night after he went to bed, and when he woke up this morning, he knows about the problem that I have, obviously. And he looked at me and he said, "Wow, that's bad." And he doesn't want me to feel bad. Maybe he does want me to feel bad, you know, maybe loved ones want to try and shame people who do this to themselves into being better, because he wants me to be better. He knows that this creates problems for me. Yeah, it's so shameful, but that doesn't fix it. And somebody telling me and shaming me doesn't make me feel more ashamed than I already feel. I have to enter the world like this. I have to go to work like this. I have a good job in the tech industry. Not just tech, like I deal with people. I'm a project manager. I lead people, and I lead them with this face. That is really, really tough. And God, I don't mean to demean like people who are going out into the world with what I think are objectively much bigger struggles. Just for example, I work with a guy who has no arm from his shoulder down and like makes it seem like this is not, you know, an issue. Obviously it's an issue. Just he works very hard to overcome it and not complain about it, I guess. I've never seen him act any different than anybody who has an arm, which is wow. But yeah, this is my struggle, and this is hard for me. For people who experience it, I know you know what this feels like. I interact with the world through my face. I speak out of my mouth that's on my face. People are taught to make eye contact with these eyes that are on my face. Read expressions and honesty and genuineness in my face. That is super hard. I have been awake for, I mean, like, I got up and took a shower this morning, and what happens is anytime you take a shower or wash your face, I mean, even if you don't wash your face, don't touch your face in the shower, when you have wounds like this, they're gonna kind of open up. So these are wet wounds, wet open wounds, that fortunately, wow, what a luxury, I am able to work from home today. I know some people don't have that luxury, but on a day that I'm going into work, I have to be up like 2 hours earlier than I would normally to let this dry, because it has to be dry to be able to cover it with makeup. I mean, additionally, you don't go into work at 36 years old to a professional job, 35, I'm almost 36, with a seeping face. That is something that causes attention and concern. Yeah, and makeup doesn't cover this entirely by any means. It's obviously still there. Nobody thinks I have nice skin. I don't know if you can tell. Yeah, there's the light. I have tons of scarring from what I've done here, and sorry if this is news to you, but there's really nothing that you can do to make scars truly go away. Not this kind of scarring. And I know people have much worse scarring, but I've been told by dermatologists and plastic surgeons that, like, yeah, you can improve it, but it's never gonna go away. The evidence of what I have done to myself will always be here. Yeah, I'm going to see my brother, and he has 3 small kids. Great kids. They're a great family, warm, loving. But like children, what do children think when they see this? And Shay Shay, what's wrong with your face? And like there's this little genuine look of concern, like, oh God. We're gonna get in the pool. They are avid little swimmers right now. Their favorite thing is going to the pool. And God, like, I tried to not touch my face knowing that this was coming up and that we'd be going to the pool. That's a whole other thing, like to go outside in the summer or get in the pool or think about sweating when you're trying to deal with this and cover this. It's tough. A lot of rambling, but I wanted to say and point out that I made this video. One, it feels a little cathartic to put it out in the world, and it's my first ever YouTube video. And then 2, and most importantly, because when I'm feeling really defeated and alone, because I don't know anybody else who does this to themselves or that I would even suspect of doing this to themselves, I get online and I read about people who experience exactly what I do, the shame in their relationships, canceling plans with friends, feeling the guilt of constantly canceling plans with friends, to not be seen like this, and be thinking about it all the time and gross people out. Yeah, when I'm feeling really alone and defeated and like, what's wrong with me? Why do I do this? Why can't I be like all the other people I know who, you know, maybe have acne or just normal stuff going on with their skin that they don't feel like they need to excoriate. I go online and I read about people who experience the same feelings and struggles as me, and it helps. It doesn't fix the problem, but it makes me feel less alone, and for me that feels good and feels calming. And what I don't see is I don't see people showing their faces. I've really appreciated the body positive movement and the acne positive spin-off. The acne positive especially, because I can relate. I mean, there's definitely some similarities having to go out in the world with your face looking like this, not like what you see in social media, or what's portrayed as attractive or even acceptable. But I haven't seen that from people with excoriation disorder. You know, I mean, this is not acne. These are what I call holes in my skin that I dug into myself. Yeah, and this is how I go out in the world. And there's no representation of me that I see anywhere. So, yeah, I hope that somebody can relate and just realize, like, yeah, other people are out here and doing this. I have no advice. If I did, I don't know, I wouldn't be doing this to myself. I have found one way to increase, like, the days between doing this to myself, which is, I find that if I can manage to not be in the mirror, except from a great distance, and not touch my face at all, not to apply makeup, not to apply medication or cream, then that helps. Because for me, and I know this isn't the case for everybody, I do this when I am aware of some sort of imperfection. I have to get it out. I have to get it out. I'm so driven to get it out. So what that involves for me, and it's difficult. It is difficult as a woman to not look in the mirror and make sure you look just okay, acceptable. This is not acceptable. But yeah, like when my skin is looking good, I'll find myself looking in the mirror and I don't know, even just putting on makeup when your skin is good, you think you should be able to look in a mirror, but if I do, this is what I end up with. My skin, I would have said, was like good yesterday morning when I woke up. And so just like being in the mirror yesterday evening thinking, oh, it's fine, my skin is good, this is what I did to it. Yeah, so my little advice for as far as that goes for anyone is, when I wash my face, I use something called a Clarisonic. It's this little electronic scrubber where I don't have to touch my face. I even have a bunch of washcloths right next to the sink where I can then rinse my face with a washcloth rather than splashing water with my hands. Use a makeup sponge to apply any medication or cream after that, and of course to apply any makeup when I need to. So that seems to help. Okay. Yeah, help you feel not alone. Help to maybe normalize this for somebody. I mean, it's not normal, but there's 2 of us maybe, at least. No, I know there are other people who do this, from what I've read, I've been able to read on the internet, and I appreciate people posting their stories. So here's to more people maybe posting some videos. Okay, thanks for watching.